Up next on Connections, countdown to a new Brown. We'll take you on the Brown line for a progress report on this ambitious renovation project. Are you ready for frigid temps and knee-deep snow? We'll look at what the CTA is doing and what you can do to get ready for Old Man Winter. And we've got the perfect idea for a novel holiday gift. How about something CTA under the tree? Did you know Santa Claus is coming? I'll chat with the Jolly One aboard the CTA's Holiday Train, getting you where you need to go with service that's on time, clean, safe, and friendly. Welcome to Connections. The CTA, delivering quality, affordable transit that links people, jobs, and communities. I'm Jean Sparrow. Welcome to Connections. I'm on a brand spanking new platform at the recently renovated Kedzie station on the Brown Line. Now, if you ride the Brown Line, you're well aware that it's undergoing massive improvements. Some stations are just starting to see the work, while others are already back in business. Let's take a look. Whether you're heading downtown or up to the north side, a trip on the Brown Line reveals the extent of the progress. While stations like Kimball and Francisco are currently closed, Kimball will reopen in mid-January. Francisco will be up and running in mid-March.
Our message is that we're working to get these stations open. Things seem to be progressing very, very nicely. Contractors are doing a great job. The people have been extremely patient. We're working well and seem to go well. When it's all finished, everyone will be extremely happy and extremely proud.
At Rockwell and Kedzie, it is all finished. Here's what the Rockwell and Kedzie stations looked like earlier this year. Platforms were old and too short to handle longer trains, and the stations were not accessible to customers with disabilities. Today, all's well at Rockwell.
We're here at the brand new Rockwell station. The platform has been extended to 8-car trains now instead of 6, which increases the amount of passengers able to get on a train by 1/3. The station is now completely accessible, and there's new lighting, new communications, and some new signage, and it really enhances the look of the station here.
I love it. I think it's beautiful. It's simple, and I don't know, it preserves some of that train station feel, which I like.
Andrew Clark is a student who's happy to have his station back.
It was a pain, for sure, but, you know, we just walked over to the Western stop, so. But it was worth it. I mean, it didn't take too long, faster than I think they said initially.
And Rockwell customers are impressed with their new station.
Very nice. Very nice.
I like the length of the station, and hopefully when they get more new trains in and longer trains, it'll be a much better commute.
My impressions are, I really like it. I think it's better, clean, and more space. So I'm happy with that.
It's a beautiful station. It is. It's a gorgeous station. We're happy to have it.
Julie Knapp is owner of Sense and Sensibility, a vibrant shop in the shadows of the Rockwell station. During the station renovation, as foot traffic slowed, Julie increased her marketing efforts.
The foot traffic is back, yes, with the brand new station, and it looks awesome. I've survived, but it's going to be great. The holidays are around the corner, so it's all good.
From the day that they broke ground to the day they finished, things were handled pretty smoothly.
Richard Forsyth owns Rough House Pets, which caters to canines and cats, adjacent to the Rockwell station. When the station closed, he experienced some dog days.
I got a real dedicated clientele, so we didn't lose customers, but we lost visits. Since the station's been reopened, we've regained those visits.
Even though it affected his bottom line short term, Forsyth sees the great value in the Brown Line renovation project.
Well, it's a more viable rail system. I think anytime we take measures to improve public transportation, it's a good thing. We've got a congested city and we need our trains. It's the way you connect neighborhoods. Places like our little strip here wouldn't have much viability if there wasn't a train station. I just think it's just good policy, good ethics.
People in the neighborhoods are very supportive of all the businesses here, and they've been a very instrumental part of the progress of our construction.
We're here at the Addison Station. Now, it's been a long time since anybody could call this place new. It was first built back in 1907 and is now undergoing a major facelift. These are recent shots of the old Addison and Montrose stations. The next time we see these stations, they too will have longer platforms, new lighting, greater accessibility, and more amenities.
The adjacent stations will remain open. And when we're all complete, people will be very impressed with the station enhancements that we've provided, communication, signage, new canopies, and the additional capacity will be the biggest impact that they'll see.
Some stations remain open during the renovation. At the Fullerton Station, new steel girders are in place, a structure that will eventually become the new Fullerton Station and platform. At the Sedgwick Station, the platform is being extended to accommodate 8-car trains. Temporary lighting has been installed while new lighting is on its way. At Clark Junction, additional crossover tracks have been installed and work continues to complete the signal installation. The Brown Line renovation is well underway, on target to meet the completion date, December of 2009.
The reason why that the expansion project of is necessary is because of this neighborhood and the synergy between the neighborhood and the Brown Line that makes this capacity project all that more important to the neighborhood and to our passengers. Construction is going very well. We thank all the passengers for their patience, and we'll all get through this together.
For the latest up-to-the-minute status of stations along the Brown Line, go to www.ctabrownline.com. The site is called Countdown to a New Brown and features news and updates, information on businesses near Brown Line stations that are temporarily closed, and project details. You can even click on the brown cap and download a comprehensive construction schedule. And here's a good news update for those of us who don't want to see CTA service cuts or fare increases, and presumably that's all of us. The Chicago Transit Authority Board has passed the proposed 2007 budget, and it moved to the RTA for approval in December.
There are no service cuts or fare increases contemplated in the budget today, that we passed today. What is contemplated is greater funding from Springfield. And we are hopeful that in May we will be talking to Springfield about the increased transportation funding, and we're counting on that to balance our budget.
The CTA has adopted an operating budget of $1.13 billion. That's a lot of money, but it takes that kind of money to simply maintain the current system.
For the last 2 years, we've kept the system running by taking capital and using it for operating. But two things are happening. One is we just can't responsibly keep doing that because eventually you cut into the core of the system, and we're not going to do that. We're not going to make the system unsafe. But also, the operating deficit is getting bigger, and it just seems to us those lines cross in 2007. We either have to get additional funds or we have to, as responsible people, we have to say, well, okay, we're going to live within the means we're given, and I think that means a shrinking system.
The RTA is leading a coalition of other transit agencies in a project called Moving Beyond Congestion. A draft of that project predicts $57 billion will be needed over the next 30 years to maintain, enhance, and expand a regional transit system.
This report, Moving Beyond Congestion, is in fact a draft for public comment. Put differently, it's a work in progress. But I want to emphasize the fact that it reflects progress. It's the kind of progress that I wouldn't have expected just a year or two ago. So we're making a lot of headway here, and I think working together we'll continue to do that.
RTA has launched a really aggressive and comprehensive strategic plan and strategic analysis of transportation needs in the region. And I think that the combined efforts of the three service boards led by RTA has created a new sense of cooperation, a new sense of resolve that we are really going to push for greater funding for transportation in the Northeast Illinois region.
You can get more information on the Moving Beyond Congestion initiative by going to the web at movingbeyondcongestion.org. Just ahead on Connections, getting prepared for the days of snow and ice. combining technology and teamwork while delivering dependable, affordable transit. I'm Jean Sparrow. Welcome to Connections. Are you ready for winter? The CTA is. In fact, the CTA starts preparing for the ice and snow while the weather's still sunny and warm. Chances are it's going to snow this winter. We just don't know when it will come, or for how long it'll last, or how much it will accumulate. The CTA works to prepare for inclement weather whenever it arrives.
Months ago, we started getting prepared for the winter season here in Chicago. A key part of preparing is to have a good plan. We have winter plans which are prepared by our bus operations, our rail operations, and also by our facilities people. If we incur a heavy snow, of course, we've got people out immediately responding to that. We have snow plows that are out, for instance, at our garages, removing the snow so the buses can get out on time. Each of our rail cars is equipped with a snow plow, which will remove snow or ice from the running rails.
Employees at the CTA Control Center keep a close eye on weather systems and how they may impact service. Supervisors in the field use a more traditional approach.
And our supervisors also carry salt in our supervisor cars so that we can address any icy spots and things like that so that we can keep our fleet moving.
Meanwhile, the CTA suggests that customers also make preparations for winter storms.
You might want to leave out maybe 15 minutes earlier on those days, particularly when the weather is inclement, because more people tend to use public transit on those days as the preferred option. Dress warm. I mean, it's really important if you're going to be out taking the bus or the train. You want to make sure that you're dressed properly. We want to have our hat and our scarf on and our gloves.
And in case you head out of the house in a hurry, warmth is waiting with the push of a button.
We have these outdoor heaters, as you'll see here, available at our rail platforms, and they're available November 1st through March 31st. So that certainly helps to keep the chill off.
For the very latest in travel information this winter, call RTA Travel Information at 836-7000. Just in time for winter, the new Church Street Viaduct is up, and that is good news for CTA customers passing through Evanston. Here's a time-lapse look at a weekend's worth of work to replace a deteriorating viaduct at the Church Street stop in Evanston. Crews were able to demolish the nearly 100-year-old concrete structure and roll in a new steel bridge.
That weekend, we did shut down the Purple Line in order to install the new bridge. So for that one weekend, they did not have rail service. However, we did provide a bus shuttle for them from Linden to Howard, and we were able to get the superstructure installed, and then the trains were running again the following Monday morning.
The contractor will be working for a few more months to finish up abutments and sidewalks and landscaping. That work, however, will not interfere with CTA service. This was the second of 6 viaducts in Evanston the CTA plans on replacing. The first was on Main Street in 2005. Still to come, tickle the transit buff in your household. Great gift ideas are on the way. We found that some people save more time and some people save more money by taking the CTA. Which one is it for you?
I don't own a car, so definitely for me it would be saving money.
Okay.
I take the bus to work every day, and it's an easy commute.
A bit of both. It's the most effective way to get to work. It's cheaper than paying for parking, and it's quicker than driving.
Both. You don't have to find parking, and you don't have to pay for parking. You know exactly you're going to get there. You're not going to get stuck in traffic.
Both. I save time and money because I got a 7-day bus pass. The 7-day bus pass saved me a lot because I work downtown and I stay in the suburbs.
If I had to come downtown and drive, it would be forever. I do know getting on the expressway, it's horrible. And to just take the CTA, it's just a matter of 30 minutes and I'm downtown. So time is the best thing for me.
And you look like a lady whose time is money.
Yes, it is.
On an average weekday, the CTA provides 1.5 million rides, getting people where they need to go around Chicago and 40 surrounding suburbs. If you want to hop aboard, here's how to get all the information you need. Online, go to www.transitchicago.com. There you can access bus and train schedules, system maps and brochures, and service updates. You can even use the trip planner. Enter where you want to start, where you want to go, and what time you plan to travel. The trip planner suggests the best route to take. Another option, make the connection by phone. Call 836-7000 from any local area code. The word connection, a link or a spark that brings people together. I'm Jean Sparrow. Welcome to Connections. Speaking of connections, the best way to connect with Mr. Claus this year is to hop on board the CTA's Holiday Train. Ho, 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 and away we go on the CTA's Holiday Train. The train has become a holiday classic in Chicago and a sight that never ceases to amaze. In the center of the train, Santa himself in an open flatbed car.
Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome aboard. This is Santa's Express. Bring all stops through 95th.
There are thousands of miniature lights on the train, but nothing is more beautiful than the faces that light up when Santa works the crowd. What's your favorite thing about riding the CTA?
The children, the customers that they have, that I've never seen so many smiles in one place.
Everyone loves the Holiday Train, and everyone in the CTA service area gets a chance to ride it. For more details on the Holiday Train schedule, call CTA Customer Service at 1-888-YOUR-CTA or log on at www.transitchicago.com. You know, I just love the holidays, but this is the one time of the year that I hate shopping. I mean, the crowds, the cold, the lack of creative gifts. And if you're like me, then you're going to want to go to the CTA Gift Express, where you'll find one-of-a-kind items that your friends and family are sure to love. Ornaments for trees, hats for heads, bears for beds. The CTA Gift Express has something for everyone.
We take a lot of care, first of all, in the design and the artwork that we offer. We have a great graphics department that we work with, and they're very knowledgeable about the right colors, what's popular now. The quality is great prices. So we try to stay competitive with what's popular for tourists now, but our customers are not just tourists, they're Chicagoland people as well, they're employees. So we try to cater to everyone and make sure that it's something that everyone would be pleased to receive as a gift or purchase for themselves.
Give the transit buff on your gift list a token of your appreciation, literally.
We use our old tokens that are no longer in rotation, and we've created cuff links, money clips, tie slides, key rings, and then we also have one of our most popular items is our convertible lanyard. It's a leather ID holder which enables a rider or employee to hold their ID or transit card hang it around their neck to where it's safe and easily accessible. I actually love all the items, to be honest with you. The baseball caps are great. They're made very well. It's like your standard baseball cap, 6-paneled. Then we have a great teddy bear, which is a great gift for a kid or actually for an adult that's young at heart. We have our DVD, as I mentioned before. We have our pewter ornaments here that you see that wreath the train and the bus. We also have the pewter business card holders that come in the bus and train also, because of course the transit agency is not all buses or trains, it's both. And then we also have the note cards for the historian.
There are jackets and scarves and knit caps. And if you want something that's both fun and functional, you can get one of the items illustrated with a CTA map.
A young lady told me that she saw someone with a rail map t-shirt on at the bus stop, and she stopped them and asked them just if they could stay still and please don't get alarmed. And she took her finger and drew her route where she was trying to go. Said thank you very much and have a good day.
Missed your stop? Check your sock. Not sure of your connection? Ask the fella with the umbrella. The CTA uses the most current system map when it produces the Gift Express items. You'll find all major transit lines with one exception.
except the Pink Lines. The Pink Line is still relatively new, as everyone knows, and it began as a pilot program.
The internet is the best way to view the Gift Express product line and to make your purchase.
You could always access our website at www.transitchicago.com and just click on Gift Express, and you see a variety of items that we have available, and it also has more update of what's in stock and what's available at the time you place the order. And it's guaranteed that you'll get your order between 5 to 7 business days.
Or if you're in the neighborhood, drop by CTA headquarters at 567 West Lake Street. Gift Express items can be purchased at the customer service windows on the second floor.
While the holiday season is the busiest time for sales, Gift Express items are available year-round on the CTA's website at www.transitchicago.com. Click on Gift Express on the lower left side of the screen. Up next, answering the question, what if?
Getting from here to there quickly, easily, and without breaking the bank. I'm Jean Sparrow. Welcome to Connections.
Hopping aboard a bus or a train can be a welcome routine for many CTA customers. And it's good to know that behind the scenes there are people and plans in place to help you in the event of an emergency. There are things you should know and things you can do.
The safety and security of customers and employees is a top priority at the CTA. CTA employees are specially trained to assist customers in an emergency situation where safety and security are concerned. Working with Chicago Police and Fire Departments and the city's Office of Emergency Management Communication, CTA personnel are dedicated to keeping the system safe for everyone.
Our employees are very well trained. We have very close contact with other emergency responders, and so the best advice is remain calm, follow the directions that are given to you by CTA employees, and don't do something different than that.
In some instances, it may be necessary to clear customers from a subway train, elevated train, rail station, or bus due to a mechanical problem, service incident, or as a precaution if safety is threatened. If you are on the CTA system during any type of emergency, here are some important guidelines you should remember. First of all, customers should remain calm. You can be assured that the CTA is in direct contact with the control center and emergency personnel. Secondly, unless otherwise instructed, stay inside the vehicle. And finally, listen for instructions. If you are on a train, stepping out onto the tracks is dangerous. The CTA needs time to shut down power to the third rail and stop train traffic.
Do not evacuate the train until you're instructed to do so, and do it only in the way you're instructed to do it. Never step on any rails, because that's a very dangerous environment.
In the event that customers must exit a bus quickly, emergency exit instructions are listed on bus windows, ceiling escape hatches, and doors. If it is ever required that customers clear a train that is not at a station, rail operators are fully trained to assist customers in exiting through the subway or elevated track. In addition, Chicago Police and Fire personnel are trained to assist customers in exiting a train.
We go through a series of drills and practice sessions with the city personnel, and so we are equipped for that.
Remember that inside all CTA trains, emergency procedures are posted at each passenger exit, and every rail car also has an intercom system that can be used in the case of an emergency to contact the rail operator. A blue light is located above each intercom to help customers easily locate it on the train. If you are at a rail station, a customer assistant or security guard is on duty at times that service operates and trained to assist customers if a station needs to be cleared. In his role as Vice President of CTA Security, former FBI agent Pat Daly also oversees the Control Center, which is the hub of CTA communications. The Control Center operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and is the CTA's direct link to the city's 911 center.
All these people are veteran CTA employees and they're dedicated. First, they have to find out what exactly is the emergency, because not all things may be emergencies. So they're really fact getters. And once they get the facts, they're the solution to the problem.
When it comes to security, customers can also do their part by reporting any suspicious behavior or unattended packages. Even if you see smoke, notice an odd smell, or witness anything unusual, tell a rail or bus operator or a customer assistant immediately or call 911.
If you think there's something that requires our attention, let us know about it. Let us know about it right away. We have direct connection to the police department and direct connection to our rail control systems. And our employees are trained on how to deal with these situations. So don't be bashful. Let us know about it.
Remember, not only is the CTA ready to respond to an emergency, customers should also be aware of their surroundings and prepared if an incident ever occurs.
We need the help of our employees and our customers to add to our security. And that's why we say if you see something, say something.
The CTA has a brochure called Security Tips that has all kinds of information on riding smart, personal safety, and emergency procedures. You can get this brochure at many CTA stations or online at www.transitchicago.com. Look in the upper right corner under Travel Information and click on Brochures. Connections is now available on demand 24 hours a day. You can now subscribe to the Connections video podcast and automatically receive each month's program absolutely free. There are several ways to find us. Go to www.transitchicago.com and click on Connections. You can also go directly to the iTunes Music Store and search the words CTA Connections. You can either choose a specific episode for instant viewing, or you can subscribe once and automatically download new shows each month. Like all video podcasts, Connections can be viewed directly on your computer or laptop, or can be viewed on a portable device such as the video iPod. Traveling in and around Chicago on the CTA saves you time and money. I'm Jean Sparrow. Welcome to Connections. We're always looking for your story suggestions. Is there a travel secret you'd like to share? What about a hidden Chicago gem that's served by the CTA? How much time and money are you saving by taking the CTA? Give us a call at the Connections Hotline, 312-681-2812. Helping you make your connections. I'm Jean Sparrow. Thanks for watching.